Sherry Turkle's book, Alone Together, summarizes how technology affects human relationships and has dramatically changed things in the digital age. She primarily states the bad in technology, stating that technology offers the illusion of companionship because people are fearful of intimacy in real life and getting too close to someone because it might result in pain. Through the virtual world, how we can create avatars of ourselves online and perform tasks in video games like having a family, making meals, and working for money, much like our normal lives.
You playing that game again?
Second Life is not a game. It is a multi-user virtual environment. It doesn't have points or scores. It doesn't have winners or losers.
Oh, it has losers.
This creates an almost ideal version of our reality, one that we can have control over. Others cannot see our faces or know our real life identities. As for communication, Turkle states that when you text, nothing will get spat back at you. You have time to think and prepare what you're going to say, to make you appear like that's just the way you are. This essentially states that people have the time to formulate a response when responding online, and can act ingenuine since it is not an immediate response. Turkle poses the question, does virtual intimacy degrade our experience of the other kind, and indeed all encounters of any kind? To which she ultimately answers that virtual intimacy is no substitute to real-life intimacy. I do agree with this. I find myself often exercising Turkle's idea of texting over talking. Just last week, I needed to talk to Adobe support to fix my subscription, and I chose to wait almost an hour through tech support because I'd rather text and avoid the anxiety of a phone call. I think the stress of speaking on the spot and in person is something that people my age rarely have to do. I usually choose to email teachers questions I'm too timid to ask in class. When I go to order food, I find absolute joy in seeing the kiosk at the entrance, meaning I don't have to interact with a cashier. There's something about talking to people that is exciting when it happens, on the fly. But when it's associated with a task, I worry I'm bothering people. I worry about pestering teachers, and I don't want to make the angry, underpaid cashier at McDonald's wait on me. It's much easier to do it through technology. I love horror games. I love experiencing the thrills of playing in atmospheres with zombie outbreaks, freakish simulations, and scares around each door opened. However, I detest real-life crime horror. To me, horror games are a way to experience a fun simulation of thrills, much like an amusement park, while knowing it's fake. I think this is much how online relationships are viewed in Turkle's eyes, since she calls online relationships the Goldilocks situation. Not too close, not too far. I have experienced this online as well. Twitter is a place where I spend at least 50% of my day. I'm obsessed with seeing art people create and talking briefly in the comments to people who have similar interests. But none of them are my friends. I find it hard to maintain a friendship with these people and often stop talking to them. Just like turning off a game console, I can turn off my communication with others. Online friends are much like horror games. I enjoy the thrill from a safe spot on the couch, and when it becomes too much to handle, I turn off the device. There are great communication aspects, but one thing is for certain, nothing will be a substitute for human interaction.